afternoon. We're here again today doing some cooking in the kitchen. Today what I'm going to show you is cheese sticks. I'm going to show you vegetarian sausage rolls and a spiced lentil soup. I think all of these are really great recipes. They're really quick and easy, and give us a shout out if you've tried them before, if you haven't tried them before, and tell me what you think at the end. So, hey Tina, how are you? When you come on, just give me a wave or say g'day. Let me know if I have what Thermomix you have at your home, so I can factor that in when I'm talking to you. Hey Carrie, if you don't have a Thermomix, let me know that as well, because then I will slow down a little bit in my presentation. So we'll get started, if you're missing this and you're watching replay, just hashtag replay. All right, so we're going to start with the cheese sticks. I've programmed my my cooking today, and I'll just find it for you. Now this is a recipe I haven't actually made before, and I just found it. I thought, oh, that looks pretty easy. I'm just going to give that a go. So here we go. Start cooking. So it has cheese, and I have already got some grated cheese that I'm going to use, but I am going to grate some more. So I've just left that in the fridge. I'll just get that out. Of a combination. The recipe calls for Edam. Great, Carrie. Let me know when you are, how your TM5's going, what you've been cooking in it. This does call for Edam cheese. It doesn't really matter what sort of cheesy sticks you're going to make. Just throw it all in. So I'm going to add my grated cheese that I've done earlier already and see what I've got left to make. Now, this is just a one-step recipe, and I'm also going to add my parmesan. There it is. So many bowls on my bench, not sure which one's which. Parmesan, again grated. I've got some feta that I want to use up, so I'm going to add that. Hey Lisa and Leonie. Hopefully my Instagram people understand I'm here. Oh, and I'm almost at 200 grams, so that's awesome. Happy about that. We'll just keep going, and it's going to ask to chop it on speed 10 speed 7 for 10 seconds. Now I won't necessarily need to do all of that, because as I showed you, some of it's already grated, so we'll just give the feta a little bit of a whirl. My husband's home, he's just arrived home. I always get nervous when he's in the room and I'm doing a live. Don't know why. I shouldn't. Beautiful cheese, all mixed in, all the feta, gorgeous, going to be lovely. Any cheese will do. Now we're going to add 250 grams of plain flour. So if you've got grandkids, if you're at home with the kids, this is a really great one to do. I'm doing it for my kids' snacks, and I'm also doing it because we're going to have a soup, even though it's not really soup weather. I've had a bit of a, I just feel like soup. My tummy just feels like soup tonight. So that's what we're doing, because I'm the cook. And what we've had, and we're asking for 200 grams of soft butter, so I'll put that in as well. So today, this afternoon, we had some snacks left over. Do you remember when did I show you, or did I post it on, I made the slow cooked beef in the Varoma on my first live, beef barbacoa, and it's just beautiful, and it's so quick and easy. And we just used that today in tacos. So I had a little bit left over, and just to make that go that extra bit further, hey Jenny and Marissa, hi, and Sue, hello. Just ask me any questions in the comments. I can see all of those scrolling up. Let me know what Thermomix you own, so that I can factor that in when I'm presenting with you. So yeah, the tacos was a really great way to stretch that beef a little bit further. I'm all about saving money and making sure that, you know, no food goes to waste either. So in the butter, now it says soft butter. This is kind of soft. Now this is the butter I made on my live the other day, and I've only got a little bit left, and I've got some store-bought butter in there, and 1 medium egg. So these are my bantam eggs, and because they're small, I'm going to add 2. Do you have chickens at home? They're the best. Love my little chickens. In that goes. It's really actually quite handy, me doing these lives, because it means that I'm organized for the food that my family are going to eat, and they win. They're winners every time. So 20 seconds on speed 5. Round we go. Comments. Hi Sue, how are you? How's Camden? We're in lockdown again. Let us know what cruises you've been on. Well, probably haven't been on a cruise lately, have you? So Thermo's just doing a dough, and easy as that. Now, it's very cheesy and buttery, as you can see. I'm going to scrape that out. I'll scrape that in a second, and that's going to go in the fridge to chill for 30 minutes. So I'll just get my other bowl. And meanwhile, you're going to preheat your oven, line your baking paper, and then get all your tools ready. So with the cheesy sticks, you can just roll them into long snake sort of dough. You can use our grissini roller, do a nice thick, probably about 5 mil thickness for your dough, and use the grissini roller to just roll it through. I'll show you that a little bit later. Or you can use anything. You can turn them into crackers even. Whatever tickles your fancy. These are going to actually be sprinkled with some seeds. And I might not get to the end tonight, but I just want to share with you. So that once that's in, sprinkle strips with coarse salt. So if you made your own homemade salt like I do, even like adding orange skin and rosemary and chili, hey Jacinta, and all of those things, it adds so much more flavor. So sprinkle with your salt, cumin, sesame seeds, maybe any other seeds that you like, and just pop those in the oven to bake until they're golden brown. Really, really simple recipe to do that. So we're going to go on to our next recipe, and that is the vegetarian sausage rolls. This is something that's in your basic cookbook, and it is a winner. Hands down, love it. I always double the recipe, but today I'm not, because I don't have enough feta in the fridge. I love this recipe. Actually, all the recipes I'm showing you today are all vegetarian as well. So we'll just go into my week. So is anyone on here who doesn't own a Thermomix and they're watching for research? Let me know so that I can explain things a little bit more for you. I'm going to use the dirty lid. I'll keep that clean for a minute. And we'll just start this recipe. Now, this is another quick one to make. All of these things you could be prepping as you're watching me right now. So if you've got me propped up in your kitchen, get out some food and start cooking as well. Cook along with me. Preheat your oven. This is why it's really great to, when your oven's on, maximize that oven and pop everything in there that you want to do. So we've got some onion cut up. Now I do want to weigh this because I've got onion in my soup as well. So I'll just click on the 3 dots up near the green button here. Click on scales. And I just want to add, yep, that'll do. 150 will do. It does say 180, but that'll do. And insert your lid. And then we're going to chop it 3 seconds on speed 5. See what who said. Oh. Hi Michelle. Oh, you're back. love having Michelle on my sessions. We're just gonna look at that 3 seconds. Erasure, I bet you we beat when we're chopping onion in here. Scrape down the bowl and then put in all your herbs. So Michelle, what we're making, I've just made some cheese sticks dough. It took me, you know, a minute or less to just throw all those ingredients in, and then you just knead it a little bit. I'm going to get that out in a second. I'm making a vegetarian sausage roll mixture right now, and then I'm going to make this spiced lentil soup, which I love. So you can use the cheese sticks in the spiced lentil soup, or you can save those for a snack later. All right, I'll just get my scraper. So that's what I'm cooking. What are you guys cooking? What have you been cooking? This is such a great one. Has anyone made any of these dishes? Let me know in the chat. If you haven't, let me know in the chat as well. Now I've just got to work out which one is which. I think. Okay. Yep, got it. All right. So with this recipe, I have prepared for you to make it quicker, but I will read out the ingredients as I go in. So in here is going a tablespoon of dried oregano, 100 grams of walnuts, 90 grams of oats, and that's it. Pop the lid on. So there we go. And chop it. You can see how easy it is with your Thermomix. I hope that you're making the most of yours. If you're not, I hope that these lives inspire you to try something you haven't tried before. It's really good having someone else give it a go first. Then my kids will be the great taste testers. I'll tell you what it's like. So scrape down that bowl. Look at that. So easy. 3 eggs. So put those in. Doing these lives help keep me sane in lockdown. Anyone else in lockdown watching me? So 3 eggs in there, and 150 grams of fresh feta. So that's why I use the leftover of the feta in my cheesy sticks too. Get rid of it. Oops, made a bit of a mess. And there's a little bit of soy in there too. So it's a tablespoon of soy gone in there, or tamari, whichever one you choose or is in your cupboard. And we'll just click tear. And breadcrumbs. My favourite breadcrumbs are panko. I'm not sure about you. Hey Stella, hey Liz. I love panko breadcrumbs. They make the best arancini balls. If you want to make your breadcrumbs, like I do that as well, it's so easy. Like if the kids don't eat crust, chuck it in the thermo, whiz it up on speed 8 or 9 for a couple of seconds, pop them into a container or a bag and pop them in the freezer. And you can just keep on adding to your breadcrumb mixture. So we've got all of our ingredients in here for the vegetarian sausage rolls, and we'll just mix it up. Now while that's mixing, I'm just going to tip out my dough. Wriggle the blade. It's very stuck in the bottom. Can you see that? So we just need to loosen that a bit more. It's very cheesy. I am using the same spatula as my vegetarian sausage rolls, but there's nothing harmful in those ingredients, so why not? Save me washing up. Now, did you know, are you aware that I've got a competition running on my page? Did anyone know that? That competition is running up until the end of February. And all you need to do, so find the post that says prize draw. It's got, I think it's a blue background and my head, my mugshot in the middle, and it says prize draw. That prize draw has got all the details on it. So all you need to do in that post is tag a friend who, any friend, tag a friend or share a, sorry, my son's standing here distracting me. Can you just hold on a second, please? Because I'm just chatting. Tag a friend in my post or share a foodie post of your creation and tag me. 2 points if you do the foodie post, 1 point if you tag a friend. This competition is open on my Facebook. It's also on my Instagram. So I'd really love to put some more people in the entries. And there's other ways to enter too. So just go and check out that post. If you've got a smartphone, you can actually be minimizing me right now and going finding it right now. I'd love to see some more entries. The reason I'm doing that is so that you can earn $100 worth of Mix Shop goodies from me. This has nothing to do with Thermomix. This is purely from me, a gift to you for the winner. And it's to help me grow my social media. So I need some help to be found. Hopefully you've seen my page and you see all the good content on there. And I would love, love, love to share that with more people. So if you can check that out, I'd be very, very grateful of all the likes and followers on my page. So that's my cheesy dough mixture, and that's going to go in the fridge. And in here, I think I wash about 1,000 tea towels a day. I don't know about you. No, not really. A couple. That mixture is done. So how long did that take? About, I don't know, less than a minute to do that. Obviously you've got to get your ingredients out of the cupboard, but so easy. So I'm just going to pop that into a bowl. Don't think that will be big enough. Pop it in here, and while I'm popping that in there, I'm going to pop this bowl back on and just flick out the rest of that cheesy dough. So we'll just click stop, click the house, and I'm just going to freestyle and turn the speed up to speed 9 to flick that off. And this is just going to go, this is my vegetarian sausage roll mixture. Now, if you are a vegetarian, you're going to love it. And if you're a meat lover, you will be very, very surprised how similar it is to tasting a meat sausage roll. It's uncanny, actually, how similar it is. And you've just popped all that great nutrition into your family by making this one. So love it. All right, done. That's going to go into my sausage rolls for later. And there we go, we've got my cheesy mixture. I'll just get a new spatula, I think. Scrape that out. Okay, and that's just had dough in it. I'm not going to wash the bowl. I think it's going to be fine. It might just have a little bit of doughiness to it. Or maybe I should use that one. Can't decide which one to use. Which one? Which one's going to go with my soup? I think this one would be better. So let's go into my recently cooked. Hi Jen, hi Fada, hi Jane, oh my gosh, Ray, g'day, Annette, Stella, Liz, wow, and now please, Kirsten, is that how I pronounce your name? Hopefully I have that right. Oh. So we're just going to go in here and do the And I do have one other recipe to show you as well. So I recently cooked, just pop that in here. Now this recipe, this is the spiced Moroccan lentil soup for those of you that have just joined in. And what we've previously done is the vegetarian sausage rolls and the cheesy sticks. All really, really simple and quick and easy for the kids as well. So we're going to put the onion in, get this started. Chop that up. So whilst you're in the kitchen, may as well make the most of your time and multitask. That's what I think. That's what I would be doing. I'm going to add some olive oil. So again, easy peasy, high simone. So pop in the olive oil in here, and that's just going to fry. Now the Thermomix TM6 has got the ability to fry up to 160 degrees. So if you wanted to create more caramelization, talk when this is on. It's just going to cook for 3 minutes. But if you wanted to create more caramelization or browning of your onions or your garlic, anything like that, what you can do is piggyback off one of the recipes that sautés or browns. So keyword searches that I use to find the TM6 browning function is browned and saute. So when you do that and you search for those things, you can pop one in your bookmark, and then that way you can always use that function to brown your food a lot hotter than you can in any other Thermomix. So 160 degrees is a huge difference to the browning capacity. And then you can jump back out of that recipe and go back into the recipe that you're doing. So obviously this is only available in the TM6. If you're here watching today and you're interested in getting a TM6, this month Thermomix have are celebrating quite a number of things, and one of the gifts that they're giving you is you can win the cost of your Thermomix back. So to enter, you buy a Thermomix, and up the top of this post I have put my purchase link. If by seeing my lives you're sold and you would love to enter the world of Thermomix with me, I would be I'm very nervous. I would be really happy to be your support consultant. I've been with the company since 2013, so a very long time, very experienced, and love the relationships that I've developed with my customers over that time. Always available for you here. Okay, so that's just browning. And it's up to 98 degrees already. It's so fast in here. I love my Thermomix. And what the other ingredients that you use in this recipe are some spices and some tinned tomatoes, some stock, and some water. That's it. Oh, and some lentils. Such a really, really yummy recipe, and you can add some vegetables if you like, or or whatever it is that you want to add to your dish. Another tip that I do when I'm making this recipe is, because it has so many spices that I have to get out of the cupboard. If you love this recipe and I think this is one to make again, what you can do is mix up your spices in a jar, or you can put them in individual packets and label them spiced Moroccan lentil soup. So next time you go to make it, you just dump in the packet of spices or the jar of spices, add the tinned tomatoes, water, fry your onions, and you've got your soup on its way, rather than getting all those spices out of the cupboard every time. So hopefully that is a good tip for you. Now all my spices are going to go in. I'll call out what they are. So we've got ground ginger, ground coriander, and you tell me how many. Tell me how many spices going in there. That's 2. Ground cumin, sweet paprika, black pepper, cinnamon, turmeric, chili, ground nutmeg. That's it. So you can see why that tip to get all those spices and make little packets up, or make a big jar of it up, is really helpful. So we're just going to roast those spices in here as well. Now I have my stock. It's going to ask for 2 tablespoons of stock paste and 100 grams of red lentils and 10 tomatoes and a little bit of water. Really simple recipe. While it's doing that, I'll just pop that aside. Just give this a, should I give it a clean? Yes. So I'll just put some water up to the top of the blade, drop of dishwashing liquid, and I'm just going to use my Thermomix to clean itself. Just whiz that up. You can use turbo to just quickly give it a bit of a zhuzh. You can use the clean function on here, which will heat the water, and depending on the resistance that they find in the bottom of the bowl, will operate the cleaning function suitable to how dirty your bowl is. So 750 grams of water, smelling gorgeous. So there are all the spices and onions in here. Let's give that a scrape. How good are my kids? All home, I've got 4 of them. Can't even hear them. How good is that? Very good. So 750 grams of water. I think they're so used to me doing lives, I give them a warning bell. And they're very supportive. They're good. 750 if you go over, oh well, doesn't matter. And vegetable stock, as we were saying before, lentils are going to go in. Someone's having a battle over in the lounge room. It's good, Harry, it's good. And 800 grams of crushed tomatoes. So I'm not sure if you can see in there, but we are up to 2 litres in there. So this is going to make 2 litre capacity just for all those simple ingredients. Such a cheap meal to make, and it's really tasty. Okay, lid on, and that's going to cook away. I'm going to flip it over to the other Thermomix because you can't see that one, and I want to show you one more thing. So we'll just do a bit of a swap, and I'll line that up to cook. 20 minutes, 100 degrees, reverse, and speed 1. The beauty of being a consultant is that you can earn more Thermomixes. So in your 9-month journey, oh, there's a fly on my phone. In your 9-month journey, you can earn another Thermomix by being a consultant. And right now, consultants all across Australia can actually earn another Thermomix. And I am in that position as well. I have a goal. I've got 9 more lucky lives to change this month. So if you want to support that goal, I would love to have a conversation with you, or just head up to the top and click on my buy button and or my purchase link, and that will take you to the shopping cart. It will explain all the different payment options that we have on at the moment, and it'll also tell you what gifts with purchase you have in your offer this month. So if you've already got a Thermomix, I know you would love it. Please, if you're my customer, please give a shout out to your friends and let them know where they can shop. That would be wonderful. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, another Thermomix, I might become a consultant. Let's have a chat about that, because I'm growing a team and I have 7 more places to fill. So I would love to have some more passionate people part of my network. That's cooking. Now, I just want to clean this. I'll just give that a bit of a zhuzh. So we'll go over to Turbo. Turbo's here, and I'm just going to do a couple of seconds on Turbo, that'll do. And click the house to release the arms, and then get on with one more thing. Now I'm going to make some bars, some healthy bars. I don't know how much I've been going on, but nearly done. Might as well share with you anyway. So that was 6 seconds on Turbo, and that's given it a nice clean. I just need to rinse it out. Too easy. And fresh tea towel. So yeah, if you're just coming in to watch, we have made cheesy the cheesy dough for the cheesy sticks, made spiced Moroccan lentil soup, which is cooking now, done vegetarian sausage rolls, and the last one I'm going to do is some healthy bars for the kids to eat as snacks. So again, another really quick, easy recipe. There's lots of bars on the cook-a-do. Just search the word bars. If you put bar, you will get things like barbecue and all of that as well. But if you put bars with an S, it will minimize what you see on the search and bring up all your bars for you. So go and have a look, go and check it out. See what you see. All right, so here we go. Just going to my weekly planner again. Who's loving the weekly planner function on their machine? I just love it. And the shopping list and ordering your ingredients online to Woolies. I did that. We came back from Brisbane during the January holidays. We had to get back when they announced the lockdown. So we did a 15-hour drive straight home and got to the border, and it was crazy. And we had to do our what do you call it? Isolation, I suppose you call it. We had to do that at home, and during that time we couldn't go out anywhere. So having the factor that you could order your ingredients online was absolutely brilliant. I've always been too impatient to do it, and plus the supermarket's just down the street, so I've always just used the shopping list, but then take my phone with me and walk around the supermarket and then collect it all. But this time I didn't. I did the whole list, and I went to Woolies. I just popped my boot open, someone packed it, I closed my boot, went home and unpacked it. It was amazing. It was so easy. So if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to try it, the ordering online. So what we're going to do is, let me get it out, is the rice crisp bars. So really easy recipe to do. Now I need to deshell my pistachios. Did you see my tip over Christmas? And since Christmas I've used this tip for all sorts of different purposes. Deshelling pistachios. Did you know you could do that? If you haven't seen my tip on deshelling pistachios, you're going to see it again now. But you can also go back and see my live. My son did his first video of me, so it was great. So let's see if I remember what to do. So we're going to put it on reverse, very important. And I'm just going to freestyle, and I think I did it on speed 3.5. So let's go up to that. How many pistachios you have will depend on how long it takes. Now since then, I've just been playing. Now that needs to go a bit longer, and I need to go up to 4. Since then, the reason I know that is because it hasn't even moved off the shelf. So I really encourage my owners to become like a Yoda with their Thermomix and learn lots of, and just play with their machine, just try different things. So since then, I tried, I had all these fruit that was given to me, stone fruit, and I tried de-seeding them. Guess what? It bloody works. So I was so excited. I had to de-seed everything. It was amazing. So if you're doing coulis or you're freezing your fruit, go and find my video on de-seeding your stone fruit and give it a go. 3.5, I know that definitely works, and depending on how much fruit you have in there will depend on how long you need to do it for. On reverse as well, okay? So we're going to go up to speed 4. This one's not so easy to listen to know when it's done, because it just sounds like the same the whole time. So it is a bit of testing. The other thing is you can't really take the measuring cup off and have a look. You probably get bloody pistachio eye. They're coming, but I just need to. I'm going to go up to speed 4.5. And it doesn't matter if the pistachio chops a little bit, because when he's in my recipe. Hello, baby. We got action. All right, so it's speed 4.5 for these ones. These are tough little shells. So do that again a little bit longer. And we'll get these out. Pretty good, hey? Okay. No, we need to go a bit longer. I don't know how long I did it for. Maybe I did it for 20 seconds actually, 30 seconds. I think I did, yeah. See, it's good to practice these things before you come on live. But it's also great. Now we've got action. I don't know if you can see that. I think I've just got a couple more in there to get out. So just gone up to 5, speed 5. So increase, when you're trying these things, increase by half speed. Hopefully that wasn't too long. So hopefully, oh, how good is that? Oh my God, I so love it. Love it, love it, love it. So exciting. All right, so I'm gonna tip those out on my bench. I'm gonna bring you down so you can have a look. Seeing it again. So clever, so clever. Now, as far as I know, no one else in Australia has done that before. No consultant. So you are watching the consultant who has discovered how to de-shell pistachios, and the consultant who has discovered how to de-seed stone fruit. I think that deserves a big thumbs up. Thank you very much. So let me have a look. Okay, have a look here. It is a bit of a mess, but you know what? I'll just tilt you down. Can you see that? Look, shells, pistachios. So you just need to do a bit of a, find them and look at them. They're amazing, bloody amazing. How freaking good is that? I'm sorry, but that, I'm a bit excited. 7 years being consultant, and I'm still learning and discovering new tricks that I can do. Now, a couple of them haven't de-shelled, but that's okay. I'll just do them by hand when or I'll chuck them back in there, whatever. Now, it doesn't use much pistachios. So I do find a lot of the time with your Thermomix, especially when you're making, oh, look at those. Like, it would have taken me longer to do that by hand. So exciting. So I do find that with your Thermomix, that the more you have in there at times, the better it is. Have you found that? So when you're doing sorbet, and you try and do half a batch of sorbet, it doesn't always work out the same as doing the heavy 1 litre batch. So I'm just doing those last few. Oh, some of these are like so tight. Like, I won't say that. I was going to say something funny. Might not have been funny for you. Anyway, let's get on with that recipe. So you could, so I guess what you could do is do a whole batch of pistachios. Go and buy a bag. It'll be a lot fresher, and then do a whole batch and then freeze them. I don't, yeah, I could sell Thermomix to a Mexican restaurant just based on that thing, couldn't I? Anyone own a Mexican restaurant that needs a Thermomix? Buy link up the top. Okay, so back to that recipe. I'm a bit of a nut, did I tell you that? It's because I'm talking to myself. Can you type for me, and then I'll have a bit of a conversation with you. It'll be nice. So I'll just go into my recently cooked again. Always nice to get some feedback. So let me know whether that tip was useful for you, or what you've learnt already. So we're just going to weigh in our, so it's asking me to weigh in puff rice. So that is a healthy option. You could use rice bubbles if you like, or you can go to the health food store and you get this puffed rice in here, and it's got flaked almonds. So they're going to go in here, rice, and my pistachios are going to go in here as well. And that's just going to set aside while I do the rest of the recipe first. And my chia seeds, so that goes in here. Now I haven't done this recipe before. This is the first time. I love that, and this is going honey's going in here. I love, so if you're vegan, you can just change out that honey, you know what to do. Add your maple, or add your rice bran syrup, or whatever else you want to add. But this is your combining agent, so you can't really skip it. Okay, so we've got honey, and we've got nut paste. Now you can make nut paste in your Thermomix too. I'm just using peanut butter. Why not? Kids are in lockdown anyway, so don't need to be nut free. So we've got peanut butter going in. There is dark chocolate going in, and there's coconut oil going in. That's your other setting tip. So 100 grams of coconut oil and 1 teaspoon, sorry, let me start again. 100 grams of chocolate, dark chocolate, and 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Lid on, and let's just get that cooking. So that's just going to melt in the thermo, and then you can clean up your kitchen if you're like me and do that. Or you wash your hands. So I just need to put that dough that I did earlier in the fridge. And I guess in my time I could probably get out my sausage rolls and do those too. I haven't made this pastry, I've just bought it. You know, I am a mum, busy mum, and I wanted to use it up. So not only am I going to make a few sausage rolls, it's good having some savouries for dinner. I'm also going to make some Portuguese tarts, and I'm going to make some cones, some pastry cones. So I'll probably come back and show you the pastry cones, because that's really, really easy. And they're called cream tawns, or you can put something else in them. If you'd like me to show you that, show you how easy that is to do, type it in the chat. That'd be great. And if you've just come on and you wanted to make, you can watch the replay later. But please go and find my competition post and tag some friends in that, so they can come over to my page and be learning like you are. Don't keep me a secret, share me with your friends. So while that's cooking away, I've got my soup is nearly ready. And I'm just going to get out my pastry. I'll just hang around with you a little bit longer. And I'm sure you know how to do sausage rolls. Do you know, before I had a Thermomix, I bought jar food, I bought packet mixes. I did not cook like this. Can't believe how much I have learnt. And I am a teacher, so I have a passion for learning and I have a passion for educating others. So my point is always, what is something that I can learn that I can teach others? So I absolutely love education and love cooking with my Thermomix because it's so easy. I haven't even, if I had to do all this by hand, it would just be so terrible. Okay, Kerry, I will come back to you. I'm going to tag you when I do my cream tawns. Cream tawns. Sounds crazy. And hi, if I left the house, is the Thermomix turn off when finished cooking or keep working? Yes, it will turn itself off. I don't encourage people to do that, but yes, I have done it myself when I've had to race out to pick up the kids from school. Definitely done it, and I thought, oh, I'll just give this a go, see what happens. And lo and behold, it worked. Turned off, went to sleep. It's great. And when you turn it back on, it will be like a Blu-ray player, and it will ask you, do you want to resume or restart? Pretty cool, huh? So in here, I'll just bring my camera down a little bit. I'm just going to put my, this is a bit messy, my sausage roll mixture in here. It's good that it's getting wrapped up because kids wouldn't eat this if they looked at this. They'd think it looked like dog food. So we don't want that. All right. I'm going to come back to this recipe. It's all happening. This is what it's like. Add the reserved nut mixture, which is this. So in here, let me just show you how beautiful that chocolate is. So smooth, so melted, so accurately melted. You have 1 degree temperature in your TM6. That is so important in a lot of cooking. I keep losing my top, sorry. Pop that back in. Now I'm going to need to attend to this when it comes out, so I'll just get my tray out. Can't find my spice tray. So my slice tray, so I'm going to use this little one here. This is that baby rose gold tray. I just bought some mats for them actually. I need to get them in it. And then I'm going to get, this is all mixed. It's just got a little bit left to mix inside. I'm going to get that out. So you can see why having a bunch of spatulas is really handy. I'm sure you know that already. This hasn't made a lot. Now I said this is the first time I've made this. So I'm going to have to let you know how it goes. And having the coconut oil and the other bits in it, it's going to set hard. Oh, it smells good. Anything with chocolate smells good, right? Sent my husband to specifically said, go and get me a list of things from Aldi, because I know that Aldi's prices are much better for those things. And he went to Coles and none of them were on special. I'm sure I spent, he spent, you know, a whole lot more. Now I'm not going to clean that bowl because I am going to make some more slices for the kids. I'm just going to get this in here and I'm just going to loosely put it in and press it down. It's a bit of a mess. Always good to try a recipe once. Now probably this just, I probably need more for me. But, just get that in. My soup's done, so I must be talking for a while. And I'm going to do some other bars too, but I'm not quite prepared with those ingredients, so I'll do those after. So I hope you've enjoyed watching today. If there's anything in particular, there we go, that's going to go in the fridge. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see, please pop it in the chat, and I would love to help show you. And if there's friends that you think would need to come over to this page and check it out, if they're investigating a Thermomix, if they don't have a consultant, if they do have one and they just want to learn some more, they're most welcome to come over and learn with me too. Sharing the love. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going with my vegetarian sausage rolls. Hopefully I might have done a bit too much. Just take some out. Always second guessing when I make these. I'm a bit of a mess. I'm also going to do some sushi. Might do that tomorrow. So if you'd like to see me do some sushi, I'm going to try and do some lunch food before the kids go back to school. Just get that out. Over we go. Can you see? Yeah, you can. This is so soft. Crackies. I'm glad I'm using it. I think that's made 2 big ones. I'm going to cut them in half. I'll sprinkle paste them with Halerane with some egg wash, and I'll also sprinkle them with some sesame seeds. And I think I'll get five pastry sheets done out of this dough, out of this batch. So great little recipe for lunches tomorrow, kids' lunchbox, light dinner, picnics, anything like that. So just get the tray. And I'm going to need to put some spray on that. I bought myself the Halerane. I bought myself the oil spray from Thermomix, but I'm still using up my can spray in the meantime. Oh, just made that a bit. Gosh, it must be the weather. It's very hot. So I'm going to cut these on the tray. I was reading a tip somewhere the other day. Sometimes it's actually better not to put the baking paper on your tray. Sometimes it's better to let it, you'll get more of a crispier finish when you leave it. So I'm just going to keep going with my pastry, with my sausage rolls. If you've missed anything and you want to go back, I'm going to pop up the top the links for the recipes so you can make them yourself. And I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to look for my prize draw and enter. Just tag a friend, or if you're my owners watching, I know there's a couple of you on here, I would really appreciate if you share some foodie posts and tag Thermigirl Samline in your post. Thanks and have a beautiful night. I'll see you tomorrow.